Yo, what up, Russ here? And it's Game Awards season. So far, two things have happened. One, the Golden Joystick Awards have happened, and two, the nominees for the Game Awards have been announced. So I figured it might be fun to check out the winners of the Golden Joystick Awards because I have seen a couple of things, but I don't know like the full list. And to be honest, I've never paid attention to those awards ever before. And as well as go through the nominees of the Game Awards and see what my picks will be for the winners of each category. I know the nominees for the Game of the Year category, but everything else I have no idea what's been nominated. So it'll be pretty interesting to see what was nominated and what I think will come out on top. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so like I've said, I've never ever paid attention to the Golden Joystick Awards. I didn't even know they were a thing, but they've been around for a long time apparently, as I've looked it up. But I noticed a couple of things on my timelines talking about this. So I figured, it might be cool to go and see what all kind of categories they had and see what the winners were. That might help me make better informed picks on my predictions for the Game Awards coming in December. So we're on Games Radar here. They have a summary of what happened here, but we're gonna go right to each of the categories. So Best Audio Design, Astrobot. To be honest, I can't speak too much on that because I didn't play Astrobot like that. But from what I've heard, it does use all the quirks of the PlayStation to the best of its ability. Best of its ability. So I don't know if I'd really be surprised at that because usually something like Call of Duty wins this type of thing, but this is more geared towards the people. So this is more of what the general audience thinks. So all y'all that were hating on Astrobot, y'all need to chill out because the people love Astrobot. Best soundtrack, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. To be honest, that's not a surprise to me. The music in that game is great and nostalgic. Probably some of the best music I've heard all year. In addition to that, I'd say Like a Dragon and then Dragon Ball. That's just me personally. Best storytelling, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I also don't know what the cutoff, real quick, it doesn't say the cutoff or the release window for these games are. This is only catching my eye because a lot of people have been talking about Metaphor having better storytelling, which I can see. I haven't played Metaphor, but I can see that, seeing as coming from Atlas and, the people behind Persona and several other games, to be real, several other really good RPGs, to be completely honest. Just seeing the narrative surrounding Metaphor, I don't know if it was in contention for this or not. Out of the games that have released this year, I mean, Final Fantasy, Metaphor, I'm really struggling to really think of another one that would be storytelling wise. This makes sense to me. I'm just wondering how close it was between this and if there was anything else there. Best multiplayer game, Helldivers 2. That makes sense because that was on a tear when it came out. That was the talk of the town. Everybody was playing it, as well as the controversy behind it. Besides some of the, I guess, toxic player base, if you want to call it that, I haven't really heard anybody complaining about the game. A lot of people like that game. Best visual design, Black Myth Wukong. I guess it depends on what best visual design is. I haven't got the chance to play Black Myth Wukong yet. I want to get to it, but I'm glad to see it won something. Best indie game, Belantro. I haven't played that either, so I can't say much on that. Best indie game, self-published, Another Craft's Treasure. Okay, so I actually did play this a little bit, and I did enjoy what I played of it. I never finished it. It's like a people don't like using the term Souls for everything, but honestly, that's the best term to describe a lot of action games nowadays, because that's really what they're drawing inspiration from, whether they want to admit that or not. I don't know what it was up against, but I know this game was taken over a lot on TikTok. I saw a lot of it there. And like I said, from what I played, it was a really, really good game. So I'm glad to see that managed to get something for itself. Studio of the Year, Team Asobi, Astrobot. All right. Congrats to them. From what I'm understanding, this is one of the smaller teams within PlayStation as well. So the fact that they have basically just beat out every top tier big studio this year that actually came out with something, there's something to be proud of. I think I read something where Astrobot hasn't done too well in terms of sales. I hope it does enough to let them keep doing something else or make a sequel or do something. Best lead performer, Cody Christian, Cloud, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Again, I don't know. This is kind of on one-sided because I don't know what the nominees were. I might need to look that up. But we're gonna have a lot of other nominees to go through in a minute, so I don't really want to waste time doing that. Yeah, I mean, he's good. I think, then I see right under here, Best Supporting Performer, Brianna White. Would you consider her supporting? I mean, maybe Eric. I don't know about that. I feel like that whole party is a lead, but I guess if you want to say main lead, it would be Cloud. Does Cloud have the best performance in that game? I'm really trying to think about it. Near the end of it, yeah, he does. It's been a minute since I played, so I gotta try to remember. Throughout most of the game, though, I don't think he's all that great. I feel like some of the other characters probably have more to do throughout most of the game. I could be remembering the game pretty poorly, to be honest. But I will say that any of the actors in this game definitely deserve, you know, some kind of recognition for that. So Brianna White being Aerith, I mean, she's been killing it since the first game. Breakthrough Award, Belantro. I guess I need to play Belantro because I had no idea. I have no idea what that's really about, to be honest. Still playing award, Minecraft. All right. You know what? More power to him. Yeah. Still playing award, mobile, Honkai Star Rail. Is Honkai Star Rail good? I've seen it pop up a lot. I've never touched it. I'm curious, is it actually good, or is it just like good for a mobile game? I'm really curious. PC Game of the Year, Satisfactory. Don't know what that is, so I can't really speak on it. Console Game of the Year, Helldivers 2. Wow, okay. I guess a lot of people like Helldivers 2. A lot of people do. Damn. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Most wanted game, GTA 6. I mean, yeah, that's pretty obvious. If and when that game comes out, that's gonna just blow everybody out the water. To be honest, they have a lot of hype to live up to, and I don't know if they will be able to live up to it. Critics' Choice Award, Helldivers 2. Okay, damn. Helldivers 2 is killing it. All right. Congrats to them. Best game expansion, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. That makes sense. That took everybody's life this year, so I'm not surprised about that. Best gaming hardware, Steam Deck OLED. I mean, yeah, that's the only notable hardware that came out. Best early access game, Lethal Company. Yeah, I saw that game a lot on YouTube and everywhere else, so I could see that. Best game trailer, Helldivers 2. There are a lot of trailers. I don't know how you pick that. And what trailer are they talking about too? Like, was it just one? Like, was it like the release trailer? I don't know. Yeah, this was a pretty funny trailer now that I'm looking at it again. Yeah, that's probably one of the more funnier trailers that I've seen this year. So I'm not mad at it in that aspect. Streamer's Choice Award, Chained Together. I guess that's for the like biggest stream game. Chained Together makes sense. Saw a lot of that. Best game adaptation, Fallout. Yeah, I heard the Fallout show was really, really good. I haven't watched it, but a lot of people are saying good things about it. Didn't they get a season 2, or are they on season 2? I don't know. So yeah, that's not too surprising for me. Ultimate Game of the Year, Black Myth Wukong. Now, this is the one thing that I did see. I'm not like really surprised, but I'm also kind of am, if that makes sense. It was in those conversations, but a lot of people had stuff like Rebirth beating it out, Erdtree beating it out, Metaphor beating it out. But at the same time, this game is really, really popular. Probably more popular than anything else on here, maybe aside from Helldivers. In terms of like popularity, yeah, it might. I could see it beating out everything else. Yeah, I'm not mad at anything on here. To be honest, I think the only thing, best trailer, I didn't even know was a category. Critics' Choice, Helldivers. I'm kind of surprised about that. Self-published indie, Another Crab's Treasure. I didn't expect that to like really be a part of anything, to be honest. Overall, I'm not mad at any of these winners. I mean, to be honest, none of this matters. Let's be real. None of it matters. But I think everything here makes sense. Anyway, let's move on to the Game Awards. All right, so here we are, the Game Awards 2024 nominees. You know they gotta have a ton of categories. Like I said before, I don't know what's in any of these categories besides Game of the Year. We're not gonna go through all of these because a lot of these, for one, I don't really care about, you know, best esports team, best esports athlete, I might look at best esports game, but like this, I don't really care about. 2, again, I haven't played that many games this year, unfortunately. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff where I probably won't be able to give the best input on. I'll be making predictions off of what I've seen from the game, from what other people have said about it, kind of like a general consensus from my understanding. So with that being said, let's go. I guess we'll check out best esports game. Best esports game for the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players irrespective of genre or platform. Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang. Okay. And Valorant. Why do I feel like I kind of want to give it to Valorant? Between Counter-Strike and Valorant, maybe Dota. I don't know if League is like that big anymore, or as big as it used to be? I know it's still big, but is it as big as it used to be compared to everything else that's out there now? I think I'm gonna go with Valorant for this one. You can make fun of me later. Content creator, I'm curious of who's in here actually. I don't know who any of these people are. Most anticipated game. If GTA is in here, yeah, all right. Yeah, GTA 6 blows everybody else out the water. That's it. That's done. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I did not realize I had a surname or a subtitle. Ghost of Yotei, GTA 6, Metroid Prime 4, and Monster Hunter Wilds. Man, does that even count? That's like, well, no, it's still a walls away. I'm about to say that's really close. Like, does that even count? Personally, mine would be Ghost of Yotei, between Ghost of Yotei and probably Metroid Prime 4. But the winner here is gonna be GTA 6. That's obvious. Unless something weird happens. Best adaptation: Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles. I had no idea Like a Dragon Yakuza had an adaptation. Okay. That's news to me. That's supposed to be Kiryu? Okay, all right. And Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft. I have not watched any of these. I kind of low-key want to watch this. And I heard Knuckles was not that great. So it's between Arcane and Fallout. And judging from what we just seen, Fallout has been pretty good. And a lot of people have talked about how good Fallout is. I have no idea what to say about this. So I'm gonna go with Fallout. Best multiplayer: Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2, Jesus, all right. I feel like Helldivers 2 is gonna take it just because of how popular that game was. Call of Duty 6 just came out. I mean, people are enjoying it. I don't know how, hot it is though, but Helldivers 2 is like fucking on fire, dude. So I feel like that would take it. The rest of these, they're very, very niche. Well, maybe not Mario Party, but I don't really see a Mario Party game winning best multiplayer. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. So I'm gonna go Helldivers 2, but I could also see Call of Duty. Best sports and racing game: F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K25, Top Spin. I had no idea. Top Spin 2K25. WWE 2K24. Surprised to see a WWE game on this list. I really am. People have been complaining about F1 this year. EA Sports FC 25, I'm not too familiar with, haven't heard too much. NBA 2K25, honestly, it's just like the pinnacle of sports games, despite, how you might feel about it. That's probably one of the biggest sports game on the planet right now. Personally, I'd say WWE 2K24. That's my personal pick, but I'm gonna go with 2K25 NBA just because of just how big it is. Best sim strategy, I don't know if I really have an opinion on this. Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, Manor Lords, Unicorn Overlord. I don't know what would really win here. I mean, my personal one, mainly because it's the only one that I have any kind of familiarity with, is Kunitsugami. That was a really, really good game. I feel like Frostpunk 2 or Unicorn Overlord, people have talked good about Frostpunk, and Vanillaware is just that studio. But I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go with Frostpunk. I'm gonna say that. Best family game: Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, The Plucky Squire. Okay, I'm gonna strike off Princess Peach right now. I'm gonna strike off Zelda right now. I'm gonna go with Mario Party because that's like the most family game here. The rest of these are like single player games. I mean, they're family friendly, which I guess is the more important thing. But as far as like the family being able to play together, I feel like Mario Party would be the one. Best fighting game. Oh man. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, the GOAT, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classic, Multiverses is still here, that's crazy to me, and Tekken 8. All right, so bias aside, I feel like it's Tekken 8. Maybe you can make an argument for MVC. I don't know if it's as big as Tekken would be, especially since it's an older game. Not many like new players go back and play older games like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Tekken 8 as far as what I think will win. Personally, Dragon Ball, like Like all the bias, everything, Dragon Ball is like the best fighting game of the year. Best RPG, Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio. Dragon's Dogma 2 is, you can get the out of here. The rest of these have a case. Honestly, as much as I like the Like a Dragon series, I haven't finished this one. I don't know if it can really compare to Final Fantasy with how big that is. And even though I haven't played Metaphor, the chorus around this game is huge. So I don't know if it'll compare to that either. And Elden Ring just took over the goddamn world. So it's between these three, I think. I feel like Elden Ring will probably take it. It was the biggest thing this year out of everything that came out. So I'm gonna go with Elden Ring with this. Personally, it'd be Rebirth for me. Best action adventure, Astro Bot, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. Okay, so unfortunately, I have not got a chance to play any of these. I wanted to play Lost Crown, but I never got a chance to. Star Wars is definitely out. I don't think Zelda compares with the rest of these, and at least not this one. Silent Hill 2, I heard was great. A lot of people love Lost Crown. Even though it didn't sell that great, the people that did play it seem to love it. And Astro Bot, we know. I low-key want to say Prince of Persia. I don't think Silent Hill is gonna take it. I don't think so. But I don't know. This just to me just speaks action adventure. So I'm gonna go with Prince of Persia. But I could see Astro Bot taking it too. Best action game: Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, Space Marine 2. Ooh. Get Call of Duty up out of here. To be honest, I feel like Black Myth takes it. Between these four, I could see a case for any one of them. The popularity of Helldivers is crazy. Stellar Blade's popularity is, well, not as crazy. The people that have loved it really loved it. Space Marine 2, I've heard good things about. Although, you know what? I kind of don't really see that. I don't know if I see that one winning, so I might take that one out. But overall, I think I might go with Black Myth. I think I'm gonna go with Black Myth. Best AR VR, I can't really speak, so I don't care. Best mobile game, I'll look. Okay, this is AFK Journey, Balantro, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zones, 0. Just off of the golden joysticks, I feel like Balantro is gonna take it. Personally, I would say Pokemon Trading Card Game because I've been playing the hell out of that. It has been my addiction. Whenever I am not sitting behind this monitor playing games, I am on my phone trying to collect all these damn cards. Best debut indie game: Animal Well, Balantro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, The Plucky Squire. Balantro might take it. Personally, I'd probably give it The Plucky Squire. Best independent game: Animal Well, Balantro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, UFO 50. I don't really know what any of these are, so I'm gonna just go with Balantro because of, you know, past precedents so far. Best community support: Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, No Man's Sky. This could really go anywhere. I might go Helldivers 2. I could go Fortnite. Fortnite's still going crazy. I don't know too much about Baldur's Gate 3 in terms of community support like that. 14 is always doing this thing. And No Man's Sky, same deal. I feel like it's between these two, but I'm gonna go with Helldivers 2. Best ongoing game: Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2. I'm gonna go Helldivers. Best performance: Brianna White, Hannah Tell, Umberly Gonzalez, Luke Robert, Melina Juergens. Because despite the game probably not being what people expected, a lot of people have said that her performance is like really good. And it's just like her lines that are kind of trash. These two I've definitely heard, and I played this, of course. Oh my God. Bias says Brianna White, but she also has to do like a lot more stuff. Like she has to like act with a disorder. So she definitely has a lot of stuff going on here. Because of popularity, I could see Brianna taking it. I don't know about these three here, and just because of the type of game Hellblade 2 is, I could see her taking it. I might go with her just because of that. This is another one that I'm not the greatest in terms of informed right now. I think I'll go with Melina Juergens. I think I'll do that. Best audio design: Astro Bot, Call of Duty, Final Fantasy, Seamless Saga, Hellblade 2, Silent Hill. I feel like Seamless Saga kind of has to take this because the audio is like the most important part of this damn game. Okay, I won't say it has to. I feel like it's a high probability But we just saw Astrobot take audio design in the Joystick Awards. So like it could win here too. But I feel like Hellblade 2 is probably the best out of these. Best music and score, Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, ReFantazio, Silent Hill 2, Stellar Blade. Okay. I mean, the music, the snippets I've heard of Stellar Blade are freaking awesome, but I don't know how well they're scored with anything. Atlas always has banger music. Astrobot, I don't really know. Final Fantasy, like, of course. I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy on this one. Best art direction. This is subjective. Astrobot, Black Myth, Elden Ring, Metaphor, Neva. This is just like completely a matter of opinion because all this is good. I mean, I haven't seen Neva in action like that, but like from the trailer I remember, and just from this image, it looks like it's pretty dope. I wouldn't be surprised if Elden Ring took it, to be honest with you. I think I'm gonna go with Elden Ring. Best narrative. Ooh, shit. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor, ReFantazio, Hellblade 2, Silent Hill 2. Damn. All right, so based off of President's Final Fantasy VII, right? But again, a lot of people have talked about Metaphor. I can't really speak on it, but a lot of people say Metaphor's story is better. I don't know. I wish I got a chance to play it. While enjoying this, again, I don't think it compares to, especially, it definitely doesn't compare to Final Fantasy. And if this is just as good, then yeah, it doesn't compare to this either. These two, I can't really speak on. I don't know how good this was. I just know it was short, and this, I have no idea. To be different, I'm gonna go with Metaphor. Best game direction, ascending creative vision and innovation in game direction. Best creative vision. I mean, would you give that to Elden Ring? Possibly. Maybe Astrobot. I can see Astrobot having like a good creative vision within it. You know what? I'm gonna go with Astrobot. We're gonna something. I don't know what, but we're gonna something. And I'm gonna say Astrobot. And then game of the year. All right, so these I saw. Actually, I forgot Balantra. I totally blanked out Balantra. I didn't see that one. But I knew the rest of these were here. So Astrobot, Balantra, Black Myth, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth. I'm giving it to Elden Ring just because it's that game, dog. And I know there's been some talk about, you know, oh, expansions shouldn't be considered for game of the year. Neither should remasters or remakes for that matter, which would include Rebirth. To be honest, I feel like it depends. Elden Ring was like so much of an expansion that it could be like its own damn game at this point. So in that aspect, I feel like it can fit. And considering how good it was from what people say and how much it took over the internet, it almost feels kind of wrong not to put it in there, because at that point it's like, okay, at that point it feels like you're robbing it of the recognition it deserves. So I'm not mad at it being here. I feel like it kind of earned its right to be here. As far as Final Fantasy VII, oh, it's a remake. This is a fucking different game. Y'all need to get rid of that narrative for real. It follows the same beats, but it is a totally different game. As far as remasters, I don't think remasters should really be in here. And like smaller DLCs that don't really add much, I don't feel like they should be here. Only DLCs I really feel like should be considered are big expansions, like I said, like Erdtree, that to be honest could be their own games outright. Those are things I feel like can be considered. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna say Elden Ring takes it. It's probably the safe answer, to be honest, but it also feels like the right answer. If it doesn't, I will not be disappointed. But yeah, those are my picks for what will possibly win the Game Awards this year. What do you think? Give me your opinions down in the comments below. I'd like to see them. Were there any things that were not nominated that I am missing and didn't think of that you thought should be in Game of the Year or any other one of these categories? I like to know that as well. I guess we'll find out what wins when the Game Awards are. I don't know the date. Once I learn the date, I'll flash it on the screen. Thanks for watching this video. Appreciate you making it to the end of it. If you like this type of content and want to see more, please feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I'm Russ, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.